Well, John, I want to wrap this up with with having you settle a debate that my friend John and I always have about you guys. And I'm going to ask this question, and it's going to come off shitty, and I know it, and it's going to make me look bad. So I'll just tell you up front, the title of your greatest hit at plus 21 other songs is very appropriate in my ears, personally, where John has and John, meanwhile, travels from Cleveland to New York to go see you perform Score. So that's where we are as fans. So here's the
That's awesome.
So here's the question that we have, and I can tell you honestly, we probably have 100 hours in the middle of the night debating this.
It's a big debate.
It really is.
I hope I could answer it.
I'm positive you have an answer. I always argue that when you guys, the reason you guys have such long songs is that you guys are not disciplined enough writers to fit it all into a short burst. Where John argues back to me all the time that you have to have the length because you have to have those individual parts that come into each song to make the song right in you guys' ear.
I say you have to be disciplined to be able to write things of that length but keep the listener's interest and to keep those melodic anchors that you guys have in those lengthy songs.
Yeah.
And so what we wanted to do is get it straight from the source. Please solve our argument so that we can actually sleep some nights.
That's a great argument. I don't know if this answer is going to help, but I'll do my best. I think either way it takes discipline. You know, we have sometimes tried to write shorter songs, and it's difficult. It's really difficult. I think because of the nature of the style of the song, of the music that we play, being that, you know, the core compositional style it's prog. It comes from like us listening to, you know, Yes and Rush and, you know, all these extended songs and stuff. You know, we feel that the song needs to go through certain parts of it, certain developmental phases in order to be a complete piece. And I think that's why they end up being long. Like, we don't really put a limit on it. We don't really say there's a certain format. So we write from the gut, and some of those sections just need to develop, you know. Mm-hmm. We need to come back to themes and repeat them. And, you know, I don't know. It's a hard question to answer because there is a discipline either way. And, you know, and one of the things that I would say if there's a mistake in some of the stuff that we've done in the past is not having the discipline to say, you know what, this part's kind of going on for a little bit too long, or this really is not contributing to the song. And, you know, you mentioned something before, whether the song is short or long, you need to, the song always needs to be moving forward in a way that engages the listener and the musician. You know, if it's just like bullshit, it's not going to capture your attention. You're going to get bored. So whether it's short or long, you know, every part needs, I guess, has to have a meaning. And that's not something we always nail. Sometimes, you know, we've meandered too long on things like that. But I think it's something that we've gotten better at. Sure. As we've moved on.
So ultimately what you're saying is...
I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, I was going to say, so ultimately what you're saying is we get to keep arguing this point.
I think you guys are going to be arguing that for a long time.